Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. Today, we're going to dive into a challenge that, honestly, every single hotel faces: payroll. I know, it might not sound all that glamorous, but believe me, getting it wrong can be an absolute disaster. We're going to explore how AI is transforming this incredibly complex process from a major risk into a real strategic advantage. This whole program is designed to deliver high-quality online education that's directly aligned with what happens in real-world hotel operations. We're going to focus on practical applications, the kinds of challenges and solutions you'll actually encounter out there in today's really dynamic hotel market. And throughout this journey, you'll see how modern AI-supported practices are revolutionizing the way we manage not just our properties, but just as importantly, our people. And we're going to start with one of the most critical back-office functions there is. So here's what we've got on tap. We'll start with what I call the payroll compliance minefield. Then we'll introduce something called the AI Continuous Auditor. After that, we'll see how it works in action. And finally, we'll zoom out to look at the strategic value of all this automation. Okay, let's jump right in. In the world of hospitality, payroll isn't just about cutting checks. Not at all. It's a huge operational risk. And for you, as future hotel leaders, ignoring it can have some really serious consequences. And this quote just nails it. A minefield of complexity is the perfect way to put it. For any hotel, just one wrong step, one little mistake with a tax code or a local labor law, well, it's not just a headache. It can mean massive fines and some serious legal trouble. I mean, just take a look at the challenges here. You've got tax codes that are constantly changing, labor laws that are different in every single city or state, super complex overtime regulations. Now imagine trying to manage all of that by hand, especially if you're working across multiple properties. It's just a recipe for disaster. And the penalties? We're not talking about small fines. They can be absolutely devastating to a hotel's bottom line. So that brings us to the big question. How are modern hotels diffusing this minefield? Well, they're making a big shift. They're moving away from reactive, manual checklists and toward proactive, automated solutions that are all powered by AI. And this is the solution, the AI Continuous Auditor. The best way to think about this is like a vigilant, 24/7 guardian for your hotel's payroll. See, it doesn't wait for some yearly audit to find problems. No, it's auditing every single paycheck as it happens, in real time. So what does it actually do? Well, this system handles a whole range of critical tasks automatically. It's scanning every paycheck for compliance, it's verifying all the federal, state, and local tax requirements, it makes sure the correct withholdings are made, it even manages things like sick leave accruals and health insurance deductions. The whole point is to ensure complete accuracy, right? Right across the board. Okay, so that's the concept, right? But what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's get practical. We're going to walk through a couple of real-world hotel scenarios so you can really see the difference between the old manual way and the new AI-powered way. This comparison really says it all. Let's take a common scenario, a minimum wage change. On the left, you've got the manual process. A new law passes, and it's just panic mode, right? A scramble to update systems, a huge risk of fines, and dealing with back pay issues. Now look at the right. With an AI-powered process, the system proactively alerts you to the change. It allows for instant pay scale adjustments. You're fully compliant before the law even takes effect. That right there is the difference between being reactive and being proactive. But it gets even more interesting. AI can go beyond just routine compliance. It can actually provide deep insights into payroll trends to spot potential fraud. This is about actively protecting the hotel from internal threats. It gives you a level of analytical oversight that's, well, pretty much impossible for a human to do manually. Take a look at this chart. Here, the AI is basically acting like a detective. It's not just looking at raw numbers, it's looking for patterns and anomalies. So it sees this sudden spike in hours worked for a particular department. But, and this is the key part, it also cross-references that with other data, like hotel occupancy, which didn't change. That discrepancy, that's an immediate red flag. Now, maybe it's just a simple error, or it could be fraud. Either way, the system flags it and prompts an immediate investigation. All right, so avoiding fines and catching fraud. That's obviously huge. But the real game changer, the true strategic value, is what happens when you automate all of that tedious administrative work. It completely frees up your team to stop shuffling papers and start, actually thinking strategically. I mean, just think about year-end tax reporting. It's a massive administrative headache. An AI system can automate that entire process, from generating all the necessary documents to filing them automatically. Just that one function alone can save countless hours for the HR and finance teams you'll be working with or even leading in the future. And this really shows the path to a more strategic HR function. Step 1, you automate those compliance tasks. Step 2, you eliminate all that manual filing. Step 3, and this is where it gets powerful, you can actually start to analyze payroll data for real insights. And that leads to the final, most important step. You get to focus on employee development. You can shift your focus from paperwork to people. Things like training, career paths, and ultimately making the guest experience better. So when you put it all together, the ultimate payoff is massive. You're protecting the hotel from legal threats, you're freeing up your people to do more strategic, valuable work, and you're guaranteeing that your staff are paid accurately and on time every single time. That builds incredible trust. It's really about being both smart and fair. So, I want to leave you with a final thought, a question to think about. If AI can perfect a process like payroll, what human-centric challenge will you solve next? As you move into leadership roles, technology like this is going to handle the complex, repetitive stuff. It creates a massive opportunity. So the real question is, what will you do with all that freed up time and brainpower? What's the bigger, more human challenge you're going to solve? Because answering that, that's the future of hospitality leadership.